Most people think they're terrible with money. They beat themselves up, feel guilty after every purchase, and wonder why they're always broke. But here's the truth. It's not about being bad with money. It's about tracking the wrong thing. And until the right thing is tracked, money will always feel like it's slipping through the cracks. The world trains people to obsess over expenses, cut the coffee, cancel Netflix, stop eating out. Every money guru repeats the same tired advice: spend less, save more. But here's the problem: tracking only expenses is like watching one side of a scoreboard. It hides the real game. Cash flow. Cash flow is the actual heartbeat of money. It's not just what goes out, it's what comes in, how it moves, and how much stays to grow. People don't feel broke because they buy a latte. They feel broke because they have no system for tracking the flow of money in their lives. Here's an example. Imagine someone spends $200 eating out this month. Without context, that looks bad. But if they also brought in $600 of freelance income on the side, that $200 is completely different. Expense-only tracking says they're reckless. Cash flow tracking says they're still $400 ahead. See the difference? The first step is clarity. Start by writing down every source of income, not just salary, side hustles, freelance gigs, cashback rewards, even small wins like selling an old phone. Most people underestimate how much actually comes in because they never write it down. The second step is mapping where it all goes: rent, food, bills, subscriptions, debt payments, savings. But instead of just listing expenses, categorize them into two groups: things that keep you alive and things that move you forward. Rent keeps you alive. Investing moves you forward. Both matter, but they're not the same. The third step is creating a simple flow sheet. Think of it like a money map. At the top, income; in the middle, necessary expenses; below that, growth moves like debt payoff, savings, and investments; at the very bottom, fun money. When this flow is tracked monthly, money stops feeling like chaos. Now let's talk about the problem. Why do most people still feel broke even after trying budgets? Because traditional budgets are built on restriction, not reality. They guilt-trip people into cutting fun without showing progress. No wonder most quit. Cash flow tracking fixes this. It shows progressive and small progress every month. That creates momentum, and momentum creates change. Here's the development. Once cash flow is tracked, patterns appear. Maybe streaming subscriptions are eating $100 a month. Maybe the car payment is swallowing $500. Maybe side hustles are bringing in $300 but being wasted without a plan. The point isn't judgment, it's awareness. Once awareness exists, control follows. The climax is when the shift happens. Money stops being scary. Instead of asking, "Where did it all go?" the new question becomes, "How can I redirect the flow?" Suddenly, debt payoffs accelerate. Savings accounts grow, investments start building, and there's still room for fun guilt-free because it's part of the plan. The real win is psychological. Tracking expenses feels like punishment. Tracking cash flow feels like empowerment. One makes you dread looking at your money. The other makes you excited to see growth. That shift alone can be the difference between staying broke for decades or building wealth steadily. So here's the summary. People don't fail with money because they're stupid or lazy. They fail because they track the wrong thing. Expenses alone tell half the story. Cash flow tells the whole story. Track all income. Map the flow. Categorize what sustains life and what builds the future. Redirect the flow with clarity and watch how fast the feeling of broke disappears. Stop blaming yourself for being bad with money. You're not bad, you're just using the wrong scoreboard. Switch to cash flow, and you'll finally start winning the game. Watch the next video to learn the exact system to build your first $1,000 extra cash in 30 days without giving up everything you love.